Hey, what's up, guys? Yo, listen, sit down. We got to talk. I have a question. What is wrong with Jeezy? What is wrong with Jeezy? He is literally using his divorce that he instigated for, as far as we can tell, no reason besides the fact he wanted to be single to promote an album. And how is he promoting an album? Oh, y'all heard the headlines. Jeezy says that Jenny cheated. This is proof. Y'all, it's all cap. It's all been planted. I actually went and looked at the lyrics. He ain't say nothing. As a matter of fact, he said that he was being accused of cheating. But baby, Jeannie Mai is not taking this lying down. At the end of the day, she is doing everything she can to hold things down and be a single mother, right? Be a single mother to her child, right? She also posted up looking good, looking fine, in red, letting us know that, baby, you can talk all this mess and people can believe all this mess. But, baby, who is the one raising the child? Who is the one having family values? And who is the one showing up all the time? Y'all, let's get into this because I swear you cannot make this up. First of all, we got to talk about this mess that he is pushing. And how do we know it's pushing? Because these rumors, right? That Jeezy, when he dropped an album, Don't Cheat, talking about, oh my God, he's talking about Jeannie Mai. Again, he pushed this because nobody knew what the album track was. And people know that they're going to rush to go listen to the song. But if you actually go and look at the lyrics, which just dropped not even an hour ago, baby, how? Is this in any way saying that Jenny cheated? He literally said, tell me you're going to hold it down, baby girl, because this ish ain't for the weak. Nah. Can I just say something before we even get into this? How are people stumping for an almost 50-year-old man talking about how we going to hold it down, baby girl, because this ish ain't for the weak? If loving you is not for the weak, baby, I don't want it. Call me weak. Call me flip. Listen, I'm about to faint in here. What is this thing where you're obsessed with showing people that you're strong or ride or die? Because those same men will use it against you. You were too strong. You weren't submissive. Tell me this. You 50 years old. Let's just assume he dates younger. The only person that can actually have an excuse for falling for this is somebody that is 20 years old. If you were 30 years old, tell me you gonna hold it down, baby girl, because this ish ain't for the weak. If loving you takes strength, I don't want it. I'm looking, listen, like my dad always said, right? Being in a relationship isn't easy, right? But it should feel easy. It's like being with a job. A job is hard work. But when you're doing what you love, it feels like a blessing every day. This ish ain't for the weak. Sound like a red flag. Real ends don't cheat. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I be out here gating paper while you sleep. Cause once again, baby, cause real ends don't cheat. Yeah. Y'all, again, this was planted to make it seem like don't cheat with some saying Jenny cheated, which at the end of the day, I think is super low, disgusting, and vulgar that you are even trying to run with that fake narrative that Jenny cheated on you. And that's why you were divorcing her, because you ain't want the world to know the truth, that you are still a 50-year-old, going on 50-year-old F-boy. And yes, I know 50-year-old is not old, but baby, it's too old for you to be acting like you still 11, 12, like a junior in college. Acting like an F-boy. It's too old for all that. Grow up, old man. Grow up. 50 years old is old enough to have some sense. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, you are the one that let that rumor go. You are the one that did all this stuff. And then you have the nerve to make a thing, don't cheat. And what he's really saying, before everybody's running with all these dumb headlines, is the fact that the girl is accusing him of cheating. And he was like, nah, because I was out here getting paper while you sleep. Real ends don't cheat. Basically saying that you got to be strong. Again, how did y'all get the fact that Jenny was cheating out of this? He is saying that you got to be strong to be with him. Because even though he be out looking like he's cheating, real ends don't cheat, right? And I was just getting paper. Sound like game to me, baby. He said, open up a bottle of Nod, promoting his liquor. Let's count some paper. Anywhere you want in this world, I want to take you. Let's go and buy a couple of acres out in Jamaica. I'll be Bron, you be Kyrie Irving, we'll be the Lakers. Real Ish been cheated on and I've been lied to. He's not talking about Jenny. He's not talking about Jenny, because in his other albums, he talked about being cheated on and being lied to. Woulda went to war about them bees. I woulda died too. I give it to her all on the counter. I let her ride too. Love it when she tell me to kill it. No, I'm a slide too. That was Jeannie Mai's thing. Talking about, baby, you're going to kill it. Tonight, you know I'm taking my time. Kiss her on the neck. Just watch your tone when you're talking to me. It's about respect. This man got the nerve to be talking about respect, but you abandoning the family. And Jeannie Mai's letting you know that she's raising your daughter alone, just like every woman you got a baby with is raising alone. And some people really, because somebody dropped a beat, you letting that excuse. Some people that were raised by single moms, Here, we already 3 hours in, it's going down. Just know when you F with a king, you get a crown. Y'all falling for this corny mess at 50? You already gave me your heart. I want your soul. See, ain't nothing coming between us. Yeah, that's the goal. Like Magic Johnson and Cookie. Yeah, that forever-ish. Right or wrong, you stand by your king. Yeah, that Coretta-ish. Again, if a man says you a ride or die, he calling you a dumb bee and you don't even know it. In the world with no one to trust, no, you can trust me to divorce you. I ain't about you playing them games. I know my worth. Some of these bees ain't for the streets, they for earth. Imagine me chasing these bees when I'm that in. Yamakaze with the ice cube. Don't chase my liquor. Just know if a real in wants you, then I'ma get you. Then we going out like Queen and Slim. You get the picture. Let me stop this right here. Did anybody see King and Slim? It ended with them both losing their lives tragically too young. I find it odd that anybody is enamored with this thing. The fact that people said don't cheat is insight into his divorce, into Jeannie Mai. This is before the lyrics dropped. You're using a divorce you instigated. A man that ain't paying child support, ain't seeing his kids. Jenny's taking their child to her work every single day, and she got a real job. This ninja just spitting lines in his studio in his house. And here we go with the Pygmishas talking about you can tell he's been hurt. Accused Jeezy of throwing shade at Jeannie Mai in a new album. You guys, let me just say this. The fact that there are women that have been dogged out by men, but for some reason will jump in front of bullets, and I get it. Because when you're and this goes for men too. I think I've cracked the code. See, daddy wasn't around, and your mom was around, and your mom stayed, and your mom was stressed out, and your mom raised you, and you grew up at your mama's knees, seeing her always cursing at your dad, doing this, doing that, telling him to get the F out, being real harsh. And because you were a kid and you didn't really know what was up, you blamed it on your mom. If you had just been sweeter, kinder, more submissive, you would just listen. Some of y'all grow up and ask your daddy, why weren't you around my whole life? Because your mom. But at the end of the day, you were a child, not y'all, but people were children, and they couldn't understand why daddy left. So instead of broaching something that's so painful, your dad wasn't ish. Your dad didn't care about you. Your dad left because he didn't care about nobody in that house. Instead of broaching that hard truth, which doesn't reflect on you, that reflects on who your daddy was. He wasn't ish. He didn't care about nobody but himself. He might have been a narcissist at the very least. He was selfish. He was conniving. He was childish. He was immature. He never grew up, and he was a black hole of selfishness that literally sent ripples of pain through everybody's life he touched and that he created. Instead of acknowledging that truth that hurts, but again, doesn't speak about your worth, speaks about your daddy, you turn around and you somehow think it was your mama's fault. So every single time after that, a man leaves a woman for whatever reason, you automatically blame the woman. Because in that woman, you see your mom. And in your mom, you see it from a point of view from a child that couldn't understand why things were happening. So you blame the person that stayed, that had the courage to raise you. So now you look at Jenny, you look at this, you look at that, you look at every woman. You must have did something wrong. You ain't act right. You weren't submissive. She must have cheated. You can tell he's hurt because you feel like if you embrace these ain't-ish ninjas that remind you of your dad and that you show them the patience, the love, and whatever, then they'll stay. You're trying to replay your childhood, but that childhood can never be replayed because the one thing that all these people are missing is your daddy wasn't ish. And it ain't had nothing to do. And ain't no love, ain't no patience, ain't no respect, ain't no submission that's going to make them stay. Because even when you make life easy for them, it's still not easy enough. They don't want any responsibilities. And that's why we call them dusties. Listen, to the earth, send them. Shout out, not just to Jeannie Mai, right? To every single mom that made a way. And they might not have did it the right way. They might have been too harsh. They might have been stressed out. They might have been everything. But baby, they had love for you because they cared enough to stay, to protect you, to nurture you, to be the man and the woman. Because your daddy wasn't ish. Put the blame where it deserves to be. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.